Today we have a kanji recap, Language Elements, Part 1. The kanji for letter came from a pictogram of a man with a tattooed chest. The current kanji no longer has a tattoo, but you can still see the head, the arms, the chest, and the legs. If you compare the kanji of letter with the kanji of big, they are pretty much the same. That is a person extending their arms. The main difference lies in that the kanji of letter has a chest, while the kanji for big does not. One of the own readings is mon, and it is found in a pretty common word, monku, which means complain. An even more common reading we have is bun. The examples are bungaku, or literature, and bunsho, or document. Fun fact! Do you know the kanji mosquito? This kanji is composed of insect and letter. But why letter? It actually has to do with the sound. As I mentioned, the kanji letter is read as bun, which is similar to the sound a mosquito makes. Pretty cool, right? Please do not confuse the kanji of letter with the kanji mix. Just remember the man with stretched arms and a big chest. This kanji has 4 strokes and it is a JLPT M4 level, so a tattoo in a chest led to creating the letter kanji. The kanji for again has an interesting story. The original meaning meant right hand. So what happened? As time passed by, the kanji migi took the meaning of right hand, making the kanji mata take a different meaning, which is why it currently means again. However, when this kanji acts as a radical, it still keeps the meaning of hand or offering a hand to help. The examples are friend, pair, and income. The only reading you need to remember is mata, which means again and also. Then we have matato, which means in addition. Do not confuse the kanji again with the kanji antai. They look similar, but again is a hand with 4 fingers. This kanji has 2 strokes and it is a JLPT M1 level, but in terms of radicals, it is a good one to know at any JLPT level. Doesn't this kanji look like a squiggle to you? Well, let's look at the original version, which, if you look close enough, it is a footprint. Fun fact, here we have 2 kanjis with a very close relationship, as they both came from a footprint. Now, let's look at the differences. The one we're learning today originally meant to go, and eventually took the meaning of this and the possessive of. The second one is the kanji to stop, which maintains its meaning to this day. Do not confuse, these and scarce are very similar kanjis, but today's kanji looks more like the hiragana e. If you've studied Japanese enough, you might know the pronoun kore, which means this. Well, this is the kanji for that pronoun, in case you want to get fancy and use it. The other kun reading is no, and you can find it in the word okunoin, to mean inner sanctuary. Here we have doto garan okunuin, religious buildings inner sanctuary. Second fun fact, this kanji used to be a replacement of the particle no, but it is now more commonly seen in all manuscripts. Then, why learn it? It is mainly used in names, as it is the case of Ryunosuke. This kanji has 3 strokes, and it is a great and easy kanji to learn if you want to show off your kanji skills. What if I told you that today's kanji only has something to do with a bird? Let's break it down. Is the top a mouth and the bottom 2 legs? Well, not really. It is not that simple. This kanji is actually a simplified version of how it used to look like in the past. Let's look at it. Where the top was a bird and the bottom was a hand. This kanji was specific to catching only one bird. Over time, the character evolved into a more simplified version and keeping the only meaning. Kun reading is tada. The example is tada tada or absolutely. The sentence is tada tada zannen desu. It is absolutely unfortunate. Fun fact, do you know shikantaza? It is a meditation practice where one stays intensely focused without focusing on any particular object. Sounds tough, doesn't it? Do not confuse only with older brother. Both have the mouth shape on top, but only has a simplified hand on the bottom, while older brother has legs. This kanji has 5 strokes. Although this kanji means only, it is more commonly seen in hiragana than with this kanji. No wonder it has become an N1 level kanji. Welcome back, kanji lovers. Let's get ready to explore the kanji from and the many theories behind its existence. Theory number 1. It was believed to be a type of rope or a twisted strand of silk. Theory number 2. It was the side view of a woman's breast. Theory number 3. It was the shape of dragging or pulling. These theories were meant to give this kanji the meanings of from, of a possessive particle, or even you. Fun fact, you might spot this kanji in fancy restaurant names, cool logos, and even in old Japanese poems. It's a tiny character with a big presence, so next time you see this kanji, remember its incredible journey. Kun reading is no. The example is no or from. The sentence is Restaurant Haru no Kikan Gentei Menu no Shirase. Announcement of Restaurant Haru no limited time menu. Do not confuse from with reach out. When I see the kanji reach out, it really makes me think that the kanji from probably did come from a rope and a person was reaching out to pick it up. This kanji has 2 strokes and it is a cool JLPT N1 level. Not too complicated to remember, and with this kanji you're now ready to visit an expensive restaurant in Japan. Now I got a challenge for you. What is the meaning of this word? Type it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Yay!